First things first, primer potion. This will help our shadow last longer. So just put a bit there, a little bit there. And you can also take it underneath as well if you want the shadow there to last a nice time as well. Now I'm taking Virgin, that's the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm going to apply that using a 239 brush by Sigma, nice and blunt. Packs a lot of shadow on. I'm taking that underneath my eyebrow and in my inner corners, top and bottom lid. Now I'm taking the shade Buck, and if you can see, it's just that nice matte brown shade there. And I'll be applying Buck using a 275 brush by Sigma, and that's an angled shadow brush. It really reaches into the crease and gives you a lot of precision. So move that around the bulk of your eyelid. I haven't really taken it into the crease too much. It's just on the main 2/3 of my eyelid, and that's the middle third and the outer corner. So as you can see, it's not too defined, obviously, because we haven't created the shape yet properly, but this is just the bulk colour. And I'm going to take that below my lid as well, on the main 2/3 of my lower lid. So what we're going to do is put Smog across on top of Buck. So there's Buck, that one there. And we're putting on Smog, which is this one here. Can you see? You can use the same brush, that's the 275 brush by Sigma. And as you can see, that holds the colour a lot better. What you need to do now is take a blending brush, and this is the 224 blending brush by Sigma. And this is just going to make sure that the colour doesn't look too harsh around the edges like it does right now. So what I like to do with this is take a shadow like Sin. Sin is the second lightest shade in this palette. And I like to put a bit of that onto my blending brush, and then when I'm moving it across the top here, it means that it's got a gradient to fall into. And now you want to take a nice dark brown or a black, depending on whether you want this look for day or for night. I'm going to be using a dark brown, so I'll use Darkhorse, that's that shade there next to Smog. Those two complement each other beautifully. And we're going to be applying that using our blunt shadow brush like we were using earlier. That's the 239 brush here, because that packs a lot of pigment on. It ensures that it's going in the correct place. And you want to apply that in your outer V, and that ensures that your eye has, you know, a little bit more of a pop to it, you know, it kind of defines the outside. I like to drag mine in a little bit, and you can fill that in again between to just create a little triangle if you want. And I'm just going to take this underneath as well, in the outer third there. And then go ahead and blend that out. So use your 224 blending brush if you have one. Ow, I've got like a big scratch that I didn't even notice, how lame. You can put pigment on there. I'm not going to. This is just a clean one now because we used Sin for earlier just to ensure that all the colours are blended together, but I'm just using a clean one here. And this is just to make sure that this line here, the outer corner, isn't too harsh. And now just to create some definition, we're going to use eyeliner, and of course some people like to use liquid. This is daytime, we want a bit more of a smoky effect. I'm going to be using pencil, and I'll use the pencils that come with the Naked palette, and you have two that come with the Naked palette. They are on the same wand, I suppose. This one here is 0, it's their most popular shade, just a matte black, and this is Whiskey. This is a matte brown, and I love this. This is the one I've actually used a lot more than 0. If you can see, 0 is much harsher. And I love Whiskey. I'm really into that shade at the moment. I'm going to be using Whiskey. I've just sharpened it because I realised how blunt it was. And I like to take that under into my lash line. As you can see, that's nowhere near as harsh as a black liner would be. It just creates the definition that we need. And then I'll move that on the upper lid as well. in the lash line just to ensure the definition is there. So now we've done our liner, and that just adds the definition. You see how nice the brown looks with this look rather than a black. Black would just be very harsh and actually draw the attention away from the shadow. Now we're going to finish up with mascara. I'm going to be using my new favourite mascara, which is the Dior Ecstase. I absolutely love this mascara. Diorshow, if you can see there. Diorshow Ecstase. Love, 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 love. Look at the brush. It's beautiful. It's like a nice, wavy, thick, bristly, packs a lot of product. Like it. It's great. So I'm just going to move that into my lashes. I'm going to finish this look off with a nice pink lipstick. This is 132 Sweet Pink, and this is by Maybelline. It's from their ColorSensational range. I really like this shade. It's just a nice, pretty pink. Nude. I like it. So here you have it. This is my Naked Palette Smoky Eye look with a nice nude lip. And if you like this tutorial, you should request me to do other ones, because there are so many different shades in the Naked Palette, and it's just easy to do tutorials from it because you don't have to go and buy loads of eyeshadows. It's just all in one case. And yeah, if you haven't entered my contest already for the Urban Decay Naked Palette, then go and do so now. I'll link it here. Hello. And other than that, I love you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.